everybody. I'm here today with Danny Green at Green Zone in Joondalup. This is kind of home turf, isn't it?
Yeah,
home turf. Yeah, a little bit of home turf here. Danny is coming and speaking with us at the Total Success Summit in August, as you all know, and I've come to have a bit of a chat to you about today about the event. So thank you for joining me. Thank you for coming to the event as well.
No problem.
Dan, one of the things that I really want to have a chat to you about is talking about the early days of you and your boxing. So sort of starting as an amateur, moving to being a professional boxer. Can you give us a bit of a rundown? What sort of work-life balance did you have at that stage of your career?
I wanted to turn pro. It was make or break for me.
Yep.
So the work-life balance wasn't probably in order.
Yep.
As far as work life, there was no balance. It was just always grinding away and training. And in the early years, it was every fight was make or break. Every training session was make or break. I really needed to make a name for myself. I needed to to beat the guy that was in front of me. I needed in the gym. It was very competitive in the gym. Sparring partners would come from other countries. Other fighters would come from other countries, and I'd be up against them, just training in the gym with them and punching on with them, sparring. But so I needed to put on them and to essentially defeat them in that session or get it over them, to continue kind of impressing people and show them that I had what it took. So it's a very cutthroat industry. You've got to, every fight could be your last fight. And so yeah, it was very, very difficult, but I enjoyed it, and I had to persevere a lot. I had to sacrifice a lot, go without a lot. Didn't really have much of a social life. Obviously just myself and my girlfriend then, and then my now Mrs. Nina, who has always been extremely supportive, and she was with me the whole way. She was fighting with me. So it was kind of make or break for a couple of years, and I really needed to make it count. And so my work ethic, I guess, I don't want to sound like a wanker, but my work ethic was very, very strong, and I really was very disciplined, very dedicated, and just hammered it out and kind of just forgot about everything else until I'd kind of really made a name for myself and started to forge my career in the world of professional boxing. So there was a lot more work, and I know a lot of people in this day and age, especially this generation, they feel like they need to be gifted a lot of things. They're entitled to a lot of things. No one's going to give it to you. No one was going to give it to me. I knew I had to go out there and get it and literally fight for it, and that's what I did.
Yeah. So mate, tell me, we say in real estate, we have a bit of a saying that real estate agents tend to get up in the morning and they get punched in the face. Now, that's kind of metaphoric. They don't get punched in the face, literally.
Some do.
Yeah, some do. There have been some that have, yeah. So what did you draw on during the hard times? So when there were those times where things weren't coming together and you were building Danny Green, the boxer, and there were some tough days, what sort of things did you draw on to keep going, to not sort of give up? Or is that just not you? Are you just not you're just a one direction man, that you set your mind to do this, and that nothing was going to stand in your way?
I guess I didn't really think about it too much, Naomi. I just did it. Yeah, I guess I just got out of bed and did it, and knew what had to be done, and then tried to do more than what had to be done, to ensure that what I was doing was more than enough to be successful. And so I just got out of bed and did it. And it's such an old saying, and it really is. I hear some people say, and I think, you're full of shit. But I looked at people that had less than me, that didn't have what I had, as far as simple things like being able to walk down the street. See people walking down the street with a walking stick, limping, in a wheelchair, and I think to myself, man, I'm so lucky. I've got nothing to complain about. I lose my fight, I go home, whatever happens, I got a roof over my head, I got some food on the table, daughter's healthy, son's healthy. That's how I live my life today. I might be getting absolute shits with what's going on, and things may not be going my way, but I got nothing to complain about, because I wake up and the sun's shining and I get to walk to my car, get in my car. Some people have to get to the bus everywhere. Some people have to struggle just to get a feed every single day. Their kids are dying from illness, and I think to myself, man, I've got it so easy. I have nothing to complain about, and that's pretty much how I've lived my life. And from an older age, I guess, realising when you get your head out your bum from a teenager, and realise, hey, the world's not just about me, it's about everyone else too. So I guess that's how I've really gone about it, and I go about it to this day, and I try and teach my kids the same way. If you think you got it hard, you're doing it hard. Look at that bloke, look at that lady, look at that family there. You got nothing to complain about, so stop whinging and carry on.
Yeah, that's cool, because it's interesting, and you know, I've had a little bit to do with the kids, and I know Nina as well, and I know how much they all love their dad, and it's interesting that you're teaching the kids those sorts of things as well. Can you tell me if there's one thing that you would...
I think they love their mum more than me.
Do they?
A little bit, yeah.
Do they?
I'm the fun one, I'm the banana in the fan kind of dad.
You are the throw the banana in the...
But
yeah.
Mum's the stable one.
Yeah, I mean,
she's the
pretty
stable
special,
one.
that
She's the one that, you know, does, you know, she's amazing.
And she gets up and takes Chloe to swimming every morning, is she?
Most mornings, yeah, but she started putting
Has she putting the pressure on?
Well, Archie and I kind of, you know, like that, and Chloe's, you know, so it is what it is, but yeah, she's great.
So, mate, the other question that I wanted to throw at you is that as coaches and trainers of real estate agents, we say to these guys all the time that they need to create a formidable team around them, so people that they can rely on, so they can just go out there and do the job that they need to do, and they don't have to worry about any of the, you know, the stuff, or the, you know, I want to say shit, but I shouldn't really say shit, but to deal with everything.
You just said it.
I did. So they can go out there and do the job that they need to do. And I know that you've got quite an incredible group of people around you, so your support team that you've got. How integral have they been to keeping you, well, taking you to the level that you've reached? How important have they been for you?
Yeah, they've been very important. You know, my old man is still alive, thank goodness. And he taught me from a very, very early age, surround yourself with good people. Yeah. And I've always, you know, kept that message in the back of my mind, and I guess I've just done it. And was lucky enough to have, you know, my very close mate Justin Malacus, Molly, he's formed a group of people early on when I first turned pro, and he said, "Glenn, let's promote your fights. Let's do it ourselves." So we started doing it ourselves, and him and some other people were involved were fantastic. And you know, we had some ups and downs, and some arguments, yeah. But essentially the main thing, their main aim was they had my best interest at heart, which is always, I guess, very, very important. And they may not be as successful, they might not make some right decisions, they might not be able to make the right moves, but as long as their heart's in the right place, it makes a big difference. Some people I know in many different forms of industry have people that they work alongside who's got a different agenda to them, and sometimes a hidden agenda, and they're getting bent over without even knowing it. You know, that's always important for me to make sure that who I'm dealing with is, you know, straight down the line. And as also in the gyms, you know, the managers that work in the gyms, in the two gyms here in Warwick and Joondalup, just fantastic people. They care. They care about the brand, the Green Zone brand. They give a hoot about it, and they care about people. And it's shown because the gyms are both full of people who are like-minded, and that's a very, very positive and alluring environment to have in a gymnasium, where you walk in a gym and everyone's like, "Hey, how you going? What's going on?" Everyone knows each other. It's very unique in the gymnasium industry, and I've only been in the industry for 3 years. I've only ever been in fight gyms, never been in a commercial gym in my life. So having been around people that run the places here, that we've put in place, we're very, very blessed and very lucky to have them here, because they, once again, they're good people and they bring good people.
Yeah, I've noticed that the people that you do have around you are very protective, not only of you as a person, but of the brand as well. So I think that's something that, as real estate agents, they also need to make sure that they get the right people around them, because you can choose the wrong people, and if you do choose the wrong people, they can be, you know, they can be really detrimental to the goals. So.
I've done it before.
Have you?
No, yeah. I've made mistakes, definitely. You live and learn. You make mistakes, you live and learn. That's the only way you do learn. It's through experience. Yeah. And sometimes people kind of pull the wool over your eyes and say they're this and think they're that, and they don't turn out to be all that they're cracked up to be. But that's the way life goes, and you know, you live and learn. But hopefully you get old enough and wise enough, and you can hand that. Hopefully I'm able to hand that experience and that wisdom on to my kids.
Yeah. You know, Danny Green is kind of somebody that we all look at to and go that he's a statesman of our state almost. You know, that there's a lot of respect. I know you don't think there is, but your fans do. And you know, your fans are so wide and varying in who they are and what they do. You know, it's not your typical, I don't know, I don't want to say it's not your typical thickhead, and we'll probably take that out, but it's just such a wide and varying group of people that love you, follow you, respect you. How do you feel? How do you take that? So how does Danny Green sort of deal with that? You don't even really think about it, do you? How do you deal with your fame?
I don't particularly enjoy it that much, to be honest.
Yeah.
It can become, I get a bit anxious sometimes.
Yeah.
Get nervous sometimes, you know, you just want to go in the shop and just go shopping, or, you know, You got to go buy things at the supermarket for your wife, a particular time of the month, and
So need to send you out.
everyone's looking at what's that bloke buying? What's that bloke doing?
There's Greenie. He's got some.
It's good and amazing. I'll hear about it somehow down the track. I hear about it, and the next thing you know, it just stories and the crap that I hear is just mind blowing. The people that I apparently grew up with, the people that I train. I've got 3. I had a guy the other day ring me and go, Greenie, I'm just not putting. And I hardly even knew this numbnut. And he said, somebody got a number. He says, I just met your dad. He's been riding. Your man's been riding around Australia for 10 years. What an interesting bloke. He just told me you're Danny Green's father. I don't even like saying my name. So that's the type of crap. So I said, reverse the car back 100 metres and make sure you get a good go at him.
Yeah.
With disrespectful lying pricks.
Absolutely.
Anyway, so
haters a real thing too for you?
What's
Haters. How do you deal with the haters?
I don't have any because I don't hear him, I don't see him,
Yeah.
I don't acknowledge him.
Yeah.
I know it's part and parcel of what goes on, but they don't affect me.
Yeah.
I tell my daughter that, she's 15 now, I say, hey kid, people who are going to come down in your heart, they're going to try and bring you down, don't worry about it, it's nothing.
Yeah.
If you listen to them, then you empower them.
Yeah.
Don't give a rat's ass about it.
Yeah.
I'm happy I'm doing what I'm doing. It's very easy to upset them back by not acknowledging them at all. So that's simple. But yeah, I'm blessed to have so much support and so much, I guess, love out there. And I think it's because I'm just a regular bloke who goes about his business, and I'm always ready. I'll always put my hand out to help someone. And I think most people are like that as well. So I think they, from all walks of life, from CEOs from mining companies to people who are doing tough on the street. I'm a little bit of all of that. Mate, not a CEO of a mining company, but I'm just a regular bloke who, I'm lucky to be able to give a gift of ability to make a living from something I love doing. So therefore, I look at myself as I find myself very fortunate, and I don't take that lightly.
And what about your mum? We don't hear much about your mum, but I know that she's played a very incredible role in yours and the entire families.
Well, I'm just going to say that this might offend and upset many people, but I have the best mum in the world.
Yeah, I'm gonna challenge you to that one because I think I've got the best mum. And I have to say,
disagree.
One day I was down under the Esplanade, and it looks like Baghdad down there at the moment with all the roadworks and everything. And I saw this car pull out of one of the complexes down there, and I saw the number plate, and I went, I'm following this lady because I know exactly who she is, and I know she knows how to get out of here fast. So I followed her, and we went straight. Yeah, I knew it, and I went straight down, and she, went straight along past Peters by the Sea and went up that way, and I went, thank you, Mrs. Green, you got me out of here really fast.
Like all our mums, they're the bomb.
Yeah, that's it.
Obviously wouldn't be here without it, but she's a very special lady, and she's been, she's just incredible. I call her mums, they're just incredible.
Yeah.
And I just don't think we realise until you get older, to get to where I am now, 44, and you've got your own kids, you realise just how much and what they went through. And she had 4 kids, so went through a lot, double what I'm doing because I've got 2 kids.
Yeah.
And, the struggle that she would have had at times, and just keeping the patience without chopping my head off. Yeah. And never, ever, ever losing total devotion and love for her kids. You see that now as I get older, and I realise and just have that much respect for her and love for her. And as I get older, the more love I have for her. I wish I'd shown that much when I was younger.
Yeah.
Although I was very protective of mum when I was young. So my boy, he's very protective of his mum.
Is he?
Yeah.
He's very cute, that little boy of yours. He's a firecracker.
He's a cracker. He's a bomb.
Cool. All right, John, look, I think that's it. We're good.
Good.
Yeah.